The second trailer for Jurassic World Chaos Theory dropped today, and I have to admit, I am sold. So I wanted to make a quick video on it to share in the excitement that is going around with the fans of Camp Cretaceous who are seeing the Nublar 6 story continue, but also to spread the news to people like myself who weren't really into Camp Cretaceous, to let you know that Chaos Theory might be more up our alley, because there's some stuff in this later trailer that actually gets me really curious about the show and anxious to see it. The first trailer, which dropped last month, didn't do much to get me hyped for Chaos Theory, as it was 50% a Camp Cretaceous highlight reel, and the other 50% of the trailer's runtime didn't manage to reel me in. To quickly summarize the first trailer, Darius and Ben meet up years after escaping Nublar, both looking much older, and Ben drops a bit of a bomb on Darius.
Someone is hunting us.
And it sets up that they have to warn the others and try to figure out who is hunting them and why. In terms of the dinosaurs, we see the Atrociraptors, an Allosaurus, and presumably a Beckel Spinax. It's all quick cuts that don't let us know that much about the scenes overall. So yeah, that trailer didn't have much of an impact on me and didn't convince me that I would enjoy this more than I did Camp Cretaceous. In fact, with how heavily the trailer called back to Camp Cretaceous, it had me worried that it would be much of the same, and while that might still be the case, the second trailer gives me hope and genuinely gets me excited. Which is what we're here to talk about. A few weeks ago, after the first trailer dropped, a plot summary for Chaos Theory was shared which mentioned the Nublar 6 would be dealing with a tragedy. And as I tweeted, if they have the cherries to kill off one of the kids, I'd be very interested. Because killing off a character right away sets a certain darker tone and gives the story stakes. Two things that I really want from my Jurassic installments that, let's be honest, not all of them have lived up to, and two things I didn't get from Camp Cretaceous for sure. Well, the trailer starts with what appears to be the death of Brooklyn. She is on her own in a foresty location doing one of her investigations when an Allosaurus catches her, and it is implied this encounter is lethal, with the rest of the trailer mentioning her death several times.
Brooklyn's death was no accident.
Although there is no guarantee that she is actually dead, they might pull a Ben and have her turn up alive in the end, I think there is a decent chance that she really was killed. After all, she's not a child anymore, so she's been stripped of that Jurassic plot armor. This is probably controversial, but I hope that she was genuinely killed. I would find it pretty lame if they literally announced her death in the trailer clips, only to backtrack on that in the actual show. The show is being advertised on Jurassic World Kids as well though, so I'm sure it will not be as suspenseful, as mature as I want it to be, and it is still a sequel to Camp Cretaceous. But I really hope that with the Nublar 6 now being adult, we can hope for a bit more darkness. Let me know in a comment down below if you think they really killed off Brooklyn, or if she survived and will make a triumphant return near the end of the season. Regardless, whether she lives or dies, I think it sets a much darker tone for the series, something I'm really into. While I don't believe they'd kill off any more of the Nublar 6, if Brooklyn is indeed dead, I think killing off one of them is already a bold move that genuinely I would just applaud them for, but it emphasizes the danger that the survivors are in, even if none of them end up dying further along in the story. But this death, or supposed death, is only the first few seconds of the trailer, and I'm already on board. Darius feels survivor's guilt because he was supposed to meet with Brooklyn, and he might have been able to save her if he was there. I wonder what the explanation will be for why he didn't come to meet with her. Just as in the first trailer, Ben explains that the rest of them are being hunted by the same people who killed Brooklyn, and this establishes the mystery that will be at the core of the plot of the series, finding out who killed her and escaping these people themselves, through which they will uncover a global plot involving the dominion of the dinosaurs. So Ben and Darius reunite with Sammy, Kenji, and Yasmina to get to the bottom of this, and there's a mystery person joining them as well. The trailer also shows us glimpses at the villain of the show, a mysterious male and female. I don't have any clue who the man is. Maybe you guys can share your theories in a comment down below. The woman, I have a strong suspicion, could be Sayona Santos, who we met in Jurassic World Dominion. She was the one in control of the Atrociraptors in Dominion, so it makes sense that she is the one in control of them now. And frankly, I feel like it would be unnecessarily convoluted if it turns out to be someone else. The trailer teases a bunch of scenes that I think look very promising and suspenseful, and again within the context of the show apparently supposedly having killed off one of the main characters, that makes these scenes even more thrilling. In terms of dinosaurs, we see the return of the Atrociraptors, the Baryonyx, the battle at Big Rock Allosaurus, which seems to be a recurring dinosaur in the series, perhaps kinda similar to Toro's role in Camp Cretaceous. The Suchomimus makes its first appearance with some odd tusk-like teeth, not sure about that. We have the Pachyrhinosaurus, the Beckelspinax shows up several times, and we even get Big Edie, which I think is a nice alternative to the franchise always shoehorning Rexy into everything. This trailer did exactly what a trailer is supposed to do, which is get people hyped, and I have to applaud them for even converting a non-believer like myself, so to speak. I really wasn't that preoccupied with the upcoming release of the series, but now I can't wait, and I'm really looking forward to binge watching the whole season when it drops on May 24th. And I'll be doing a review of the show shortly after as well, so subscribe if you're curious to know if they did indeed manage to convert me. Also, if more news about Chaos Theory comes out between now and the release of the show, and stuff that is as good as this trailer, if it gets me as excited, if it amps me up, then I'll of course also be doing update videos on the series in the lead up to the actual release. At the end, there's one thing that I must talk about, and that is, what could this mean for Jurassic World Evolution 2? So far, Chaos Theory has only shown us one species that we don't have in the game yet, the Beckelspinax. But it does have several variants, and I'd be especially keen to get this Suchomimus variant in spite of the tusk-like teeth. I really don't think the next pack, which is likely getting a trailer as early as next week, is going to have anything to do with Chaos Theory, because the launch of the pack almost certainly precedes the release of the show. However, maybe this mystery DLC with the Megalodon is not the end, and maybe the pack is coming out sooner than expected so Frontier can get right into working on a Chaos Theory related DLC. Hopefully, if the next DLC is indeed not the last, Frontier will let us know, just like what they did for Planet Zoo last week. They revealed that the newest DLC wasn't the last. If we have more DLC coming, and if Chaos Theory introduces at least one more new species, I think there's a good chance that we could get a tie-in DLC, given how popular the show already is off the back of Camp Cretaceous' popularity. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and until next time, enjoy the hype for Chaos Theory.